Hi there, my name is Michelene Heine from Parallax Artifact TV, where we bring you the latest news and information about London's most popular fair for artists and designers. If you're new here, click on the subscribe button, and you can also follow the link for more information about Parallax in the description box below. Just going right back to the beginning, when did you first and why did you decide on the art industry?
Well, that's a good question. My parents are from the north of Spain. My father, as a little boy, was painted by a famous artist in Spain. So when he was in New York and I was bored, he said to me at the age of 6, start drawing and painting. And within a few years, I applied for the only scholarship at the Museum of Modern Art, MOMA. And that introduced me into the other art schools, so I've been very fortunate in that respect.
And is that how you kind of started working in the industry?
I'm a graduate of 2 schools of art in New York, and the Army took me into, I went to Washington, D.C., and I worked in the Pentagon in charge of an art branch. And when I came out, I was a bit of a loose end, so I thought, why not come to London as Swinging Sixties at the time? And I went to Hornsey College of Art and did a postgraduate course, which I enjoyed thoroughly. Stayed on and finished up as a manager of design, photography and art for the government, British Tourist Authority. And about 2014, I received an email from Parallax. And so I've been a member for a long, long time exhibiting here.
How did you first hear about Parallax Art Fair?
A friend of mine said to me that they were advertising for people to come to exhibit, and he sent it to me, and I received it. It was the first time I received an invitation to come to an art fair, and there has been a number since, of course, because Chris Barlow was really a pioneer in this business of organizing them back in, I believe, 2008 or earlier. Now, I do this 3 times a year. I started off twice a year, but I enjoyed it so much, I extended to 3 times.
What keeps you coming back?
My reason for continuing with Parallax is the people who run it are very fine people. They look after us. I've never, since 2014, I've never had a problem. It's always been handled very well. And another reason why I enjoy coming here is you get a feedback from other artists. You get a feedback from the visitors who are very discerning because Parallax is a very well-known fair by now. And I have met some very nice people. As I said, I'd like to mention 1 or 2 of them if I could. I saw some ladies laughing at one of my paintings, and I went up and I asked, can I help you? And one of them said, I know where that is. That's in Richmond. That's a little boathouse by Richmond Bridge. I say, exactly. She said, I go rowing there all the time. I know this place. And I said, that's lovely. I'm always down there. She says, I never saw you. Would you like me to take you rowing? And I said, yes. I've been twice, and I'll be going again in May. We're having a 3rd engagement. I take her to lunch, and she rows, and I did a painting of her, which I gave to her, and she really loves it. The other person that was also of importance to me was a lady who came up to me. She's called Maria from Gabriel Fine Arts. She's based in Canary Wharf. And she said, have you an agent? And I said, no. She said, would you like to have an agent? And I said, I would love that. And that's because I was at Parallax and she saw my work.
You've been with us for quite a few years now. How have you seen the fair change over the years?
Core fine artists are exhibiting now. I think they're taking into account that it is a very good fair to be in. And for instance, today, I met some people from Moscow, and they're showing some of these Shishkin and a lot of very fine Russian art. That's the sort of thing that that's the sort of experience I enjoy. So I like seeing other professional people coming in of good quality and nature. And I think that's what's happening with the show. It's getting more and more for people who are very serious to exhibit. And I think that's rather nice.
Is there anything that events like Parallax Art Fair could do to help people to exhibit their work?
I have given that a lot of thought, and having been with Chris Barlow's Parallax since 2014, I have over the time given little suggestions, little hints that I think could improve. And what's very nice is that he does take this into account, and I love seeing him on a Friday night. But to be honest, he has, over the years, improved each time, and there's hardly anything that I could say to a man like that would be of real help, to be honest. I would just suggest keep going on. I think of him as a philanthropist, in fact, because I think the prices are very, very reasonable for what you get, and I can't say more than that.
Obviously, you're using a new Octonorm system. How do you find it?
Previously, you put your thing up, you go bing, 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 and I was off. Now, bearing in mind that I'm unusual insofar as what I do on the Friday on arrival, I'm a 3 o'clock man. I put my stuff up and I beat it back to Seven Oaks. That's a long way back. I'll have my feed, my meal, and then I change for the evening. And I bring out a cold bottle of wine, a bubbly, in my bag for my friends, and we all celebrate. So I have to be back here by 7:30. And I found that the first time I did have a lot of problems. It was holding me back. But I worked it out at home, and I should have taken the advice that Tom Moore was giving us to hang it up on the wall and do it at home. And I have done that. So now when I arrive, I put the hooks up, and my first painting is already joined to the wires. And it's 2 wires hanging down. I put my paintings on those. And the other one for my little card and my... So it all works out quite well. What it is you have to devise a system that suits you, and you can put it up quickly. Yes. So now I don't find it a PI, whatever. I find it very useful and very helpful, and I do like it.
What 2 important things or top tips would you give anyone who's thinking of exhibiting at Parallax Art Fair?
Well, I don't know about top tips, but I do encourage people, very much so. I think collectively all the things that I have said, I've never had a disappointment up till now in any way whatsoever. It's always been smooth running. Aside from transportation, London can be absolutely appalling, but then that'd be in any case. But I do love coming here. No matter what the obstacles are, once you're here, you have your friends and everyone embraces you. We take pictures. I especially love the Friday night when we all meet up and we have our friends come and visit, and agents and anyone who's in the business will be here. And that is so marvelous and remarkable, really. And it's very lovely to take photographs and put them on Facebook to other friends and say, here we are. That's why I love coming here. It's a friendly environment.
Tony, what wonderful advice, and thank you for taking the time today.
Not at all, Michelene. Thank you so much.
I'm Michelene Heine from Parallax Art Fair TV. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and tick the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave us a comment. And for more information about Parallax Art Fair, look at the description box below. Until next time, thank you for watching.